Okay, so a date that you guys need to know if you hold any crypto is July 8th. Now, why July 8th? If honestly, if you live under a rock and you don't know what's going on in the stock market and really President Trump with all the tariff talk and all that, and even the crypto market, it affects a little bit. But what is showing the crypto market is a little resilient to it, which is the whole idea of crypto, kind of. Is that the 90-day tariff pause is done in July 8th. So really now between now and July 8th, I mean, so much could happen, and but that is when the pause is over. If nothing happens in between now and then, that it could be bad news, it could be good news, it could be much of the same. That's the whole idea. It's very uncertain. No one really knows. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's maybe a date to just be aware of. If you're not, that's when the tariff pause is over, is July 8th, and just be looking between now and then. And honestly, is to be cautious. Don't go headfirst into any of these. Cryptos, or I would even say stocks necessarily too. Just like, honestly, do whatever you want. Really, this isn't investing advice, but I would say to exercise caution. That's why I always talk about having a plan. If you have a plan, especially if it's a long-term plan, which that's what I kind of talk about most, and that's what I use mostly is a long-term plan of more of an investing style. Is if you have a plan, you stick to that plan, you can kind of weather all this kind of craziness and news that's going on. You don't have to follow everything super closely, and it's kind of like, well, I'm going to hold for 12 months or 18 months or 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, whatever it may be. And so this right now, especially if you hold for 20 years, like for some of the Bitcoin and XRP that I own, like I'm going to hold for 20 years. And so a lot of this seems just insignificant, really, because it's just like in 20 years, who knows where we'll be, but I know it won't be the same as it is right now, and that may be good or bad. And for me, that's kind of the excitement of, it's like, I obviously and honestly look at more of like, I think it will be a good thing. I think crypto will be in a good place, especially in 20 years, and it will just be more, there'll be more adoption and more acceptance and a lot of this, and it'll continue to grow. That's going to be my noisy AC. 20 years is like, is going to be a good thing. The time in the market is going to be timing the market. And so right now it just seems like a lot of noise. And if that's where you are and you're kind of like, I want a long-term plan, then you can kind of sit back and weather these storms a little bit easier. But it's just a very uncertain time right now. And just wanted to share that with you guys real quick of like, have July 8th on your radar. Stuff can happen in between then. And then after, we'll see where we're at. But just so you know, we're in the 90-day pause of a lot of the tariffs, except for China, unfortunately. And so it's just kind of like, I would say overall is exercise caution. Be a little cautious and kind of wait and see. But if you have a long-term plan, then stick to that. And just like me, I'm still dollar cost averaging and have my long-term plan. But I'm not going super heavy that I maybe would if it would be more favorable in the market right now with just where we are. But so I just stick to my long-term plan and dollar cost average, and that's how I kind of weather a lot of this news. But July 8th, keep it on your radar, and that's it for today. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.